Live from Utah's #1 news channel, this is KUTV2 News at 10.
I see blood dripping. I see my shirt full of blood, and I see like my hands that like they're all full of blood.
An Orem High School student relives the terrifying moment he was stabbed inside a school locker room. Good evening. Thanks for watching 2 News at 10. It's been more than a week since a student went on a stabbing rampage at Mountain View High School.
Tonight, one of the victims injured in the attack speaks out for the very first time. Chris Jones on this exclusive story for us. Chris, how's this young man doing?
Well, his name is Vict Ortiz, and he was stabbed in the neck. He says at one point after the attack, he looked down and he saw blood from his neck to his hands. And he says at that point, he thought it's possible.
I remember everything.
Vict Ortiz is in gym class early Tuesday morning as the bell rings and chaos soon follows.
I hear someone yell, "There's someone killing in here." I turn to my right, and then I see someone on the ground just holding his neck. There I see like a bunch of blood. And
Vict sees the 16-year-old attacker, a boy he knows, and moves towards him.
he like comes face to face with me. He looks straight into my eyes, and then he just says, "Hey, Vict." He calls me by name and everything, and then he just stabs me.
Vict ends up on the ground and watches as the teen continues his rampage.
I see him stab someone else, and then that's where I stood up. I look down to the ground. I see blood dripping.
Ortiz is in shock, but manages to run from the locker room. He is covered in blood, and he thinks he might die.
911, what city are you in?
Police arrive and tase the attacker, who eventually stabs himself but survives. He tells police he left behind a suicide note and wore a red shirt because he expected there would be a lot of blood. He tells officers it was his intent to kill people and spoke freely about what he felt as he stabbed his classmates.
I just went like shock right away.
Tonight, Vict has a deep cut on his neck and several layers of stitches. It was a painful and emotional morning last Tuesday, but he says he holds no animosity towards the boy who caused that pain.
Are you angry at him?
No, not at all.
Why not? Why aren't you angry?
Cause like I said, like he's a nice kid, but like, he just did like a wrong decision in life. Like he just took a different path.
So Vict had the least serious of all of the injuries. He had the stitches in his neck removed today. All but one of the boys has been released from the hospital. One remains in the intensive care unit. He is in serious condition. As for the boy who did these stabbings, according to police, he faces 5 counts of attempted criminal homicide. Guys, back to you.
All right, Chris, thank you very much.